The following is from Celtic Sacred Landscapes by Nigel Pennick. The Sacred Land. The traditional view of the world is expressed wholly in symbolic terms. Whenever we perceive any aspect of nature, symbols are revealed to us. In the symbol, wrote Goethe, the particular represents the general, not as in a dream, nor as in a shadow, but as a living and instantaneous revelation of the inscrutable. Every place we experience impresses itself, symbolically, upon our consciousness, and we express these symbols through religious, poetic, or scientific metaphors. A system of symbolic correspondences is the psychological basis of the Celtic approach to landscape. Traditional teachings inform us that the earth is not a dead body, but is infused by a spirit that is its life and soul. It is a world where the material is a reflection of the spirit, and where the spirit reveals itself in the material. Celtic tradition and beliefs are expressed spiritually through the land. The landscape is filled with places where spirit is present. Every time we experience it, this presence encourages us to make an imaginative act that personifies the place to us. Then we perceive its qualities as a personality. This is the anima loci, the place soul. When this is acknowledged and honored, ensouled sacred places come into being. Our actions enshrine the anima loci, bringing the unseen into physical presence. The anima loci is the essential personality of a location. Traditionally, it is viewed as a presence or being that exists beyond the everyday realms of human cognizance, perhaps possessing its own consciousness and personality. It is also open to a modern psychological interpretation. Whichever view we choose, the presence is really perceived as a feeling or atmosphere which is experienced as a totality. A state of sanctity exists when the innate, essential spiritual nature of a place is manifested in physical form. Its relationship with our human world begins when its anima loci is recognized. Natural places are the most basic sacred places. Stones, springs, mountains, islands, and trees are locations where the anima loci may best be approached. Sacred places come into being when humans recognize and acknowledge them. They are ensouled locations where we can experience elevated consciousness, receive religious inspiration, and accept healing. They allow fully developed human beings to become at one with nature. There, we are no longer separated from nature by reflection. As time passes through repetition and development, the innate qualities of sacred places are intensified on physical and other subtler levels. The latent spirit of place is manifested on the material level. At this point, a truly sacred place begins to exist for us. The invisible is made visible. Its significance becomes clear as an indicator of metaphysical realities, for within it there is a revelation of the archetypal qualities of the eternal other world, that is, paradise. In addition, the creation of sanctity is more than the mere acknowledgement or reproduction of some specific perception of a place. It is a unique presentation of its inner qualities that does not act as an intermediate filter, interpretation, or representation. Rather, nothing comes between. There is total transparency. Pilgrims can experience the influence of souls without interposing intellectual concepts. The sacred place serves as an accessible gateway to the divine. A truly empowered sacred place transcends space and time, presenting timeless existence. Empowerment is most effective when the essences of the subtle world are brought into tangible form, promoting the evolution of the hitherto unmanifested qualities of the anima loci. When people perform acts at a place that are in harmony with its inner qualities, then these qualities are enhanced and increased. These acts include the performance of ceremonies, the creation of pleasing and harmonious artifacts, anything that elicits in humans a comparable response. Enhancing the anima loci is a kind of spiritual gardening. It cannot result from attempts to command and control a place, but comes rather from participating consciously in the qualities already present, from which breathes an ennobling presence. The most important condition that we can establish there is an atmosphere of calm, peace, and emotional stability, so enabling us to be receptive to the divine. The mind should not turn towards anything profane. No acts that could damage or destroy the anima loci should take place. Ceremonies that enhance the qualities of the place, engendering human communion with the anima loci, should be conducted. Rituals present elements of the nature of the anima loci in human terms. They ensure harmonious conformity of the visible world with the invisible. The important result of these place-related ceremonies is that the participants will go home afterwards carrying new levels of consciousness.